Hey, thanks for checking out Live on Tape Delay, episode 533. In Western New York, I'm Chris Wilson. On the other end of the internet, John Raybeans Raycroft. Also, Rob Fiasco and special guest, Jack Stolz. I should have said that the other way. Rob, please say what you were going to say. I fucked it up. Go for it.
I will go for it. Thank you. We have a guest. Probably our best guest we've ever had. That's why we've had him on so many times. It's been a while. I know you've been waiting. We'll just get right into it. Welcome back to the pod, Jack Stolz.
Here's episode 533. Please enjoy.
Brought to you by Deviant Devices.
TM.
For a love that never yields.
My Lord.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Look at this. It's a Wednesday night. It's a party.
Yeah, dude.
I got all the sparkling water. It's going to get lit.
Let's go.
Yeah, me too. That's what, yeah.
So anyway. LBLs are?
Yeah. Shh. Oh, let's start out with the weather report. It's hot as hell. I finally booted up the air conditioner. So if you hear it, I'm sorry, but I'm not turning it off.
I put the one on in the office from about 6 to 9:25, and then I turned it off. So I'm hoping that within an hour I won't be drenched in sweat, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Ray. We already know you're cooking. What's the weather up your way?
Oh, dude, it's it's all right. It's rained, I think, 15 consecutive weekends.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, it's not looking good, that's for sure. But it is weather. That's all I can say. Is it's weather. Been weather, it's continuing to be weather. Yeah, we had a nor'easter out here, so, that was real nice. Oh. In the spring nor'easter.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Usually
that's supposed to happen.
Usually it comes right across us, and then it'll sort of peter out by the time it hits you. And these, I think, are just holding this year. Yeah,
we're taking all that. It's like the Midas touch for like bullshit weather.
But what are you going to do? Nothing. Deal with it. Yeah. Deal with it and bitch about it.
That's exactly right. I'm going to bitch and moan and complain about it.
I think that's the perk of getting older, though.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you cope with life.
Like when you were younger and you were whining, but when you're older and you complain, you're like, hey, he's just a curmudgeon.
Yeah. And like he's probably got a good reason. He's old enough to know.
Yeah, he's earned it.
Yeah, he doesn't know, or he does know.
Yeah.
Getting to the I've earned it state. I'm in my I earned it era.
Yeah, because there's nobody there's nobody around anymore that could say, just you wait, Sonny. No, I've waited. We're here. We've seen it.
Yep, I've stepped off the train, bucko.
Anyway.
There's probably something some like 70 or 80-year-old people could be like, oh, you just wait, son. You think you're old.
Yeah.
I suppose. Got me.
Yeah. Yep.
You just wait till you have to pull that retirement. You don't know what's coming for you, Sonny. What retirement?
What's retirement?
Yeah, I know. What retirement?
Yeah. Who's retiring?
Not me. I'll have to take back all these beer cans. That's my retirement.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Maybe it is weird that the 5-cent deposit hasn't increased. It's stayed like they haven't made you pay more for it.
That's actually an interesting
because
point.
A portion of that doesn't get returned, I would imagine. So they just pocket like the 5 cents is an incentive for you to return the can.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you guys do that?
Yeah, New York. We get the 5 centers here in New York.
Do you actually return them? Because we have 10 centers here, and I couldn't be bothered, dude.
Oh,
I just throw them shits right in the recycling, dude. I can't.
I drink enough of them where then it just fills my garage, and I get pissed off enough, and I'm like, okay, so I fill the back of the car, take them up, walk home with like $40 in my pocket. It feels like I won a scratch off lottery ticket.
Oh my God. Everybody here that like every redemption center out here is like, it's like the worst dudes you deal with. I mean, that's probably why I don't do it. I just don't want to deal with the guy who's like, what's the count? How many you got, brother? And I'm like, oh, dude, jeez.
The one I go to here, you literally like they've got shopping carts and shit out front. So you just throw your garbage bags full of stuff in there and you just push them in. And they have these huge conveyor belt can counter things. So all the guys in there working are like separating out stuff that they know won't be returnable. So, they just know them at that point. So they're just picking them out and they're throwing a couple of those. Other than that, it auto counts, it rebags them, they push them out, and they just hand you cash.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
What's this recycling you speak of?
Right. Well, yeah.
This is just, this is beyond me, dude. Like, that's like when I was living in Wisconsin and like I would just take my change to the bank and they would just like give me paper money they would put it in a change counter.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I moved out to Maine, it was like you have to roll your own coins. It's like, dude, there's far larger like margin of error for me to like, 5/6 of the thing. I could probably like, kind of cheat that and like get a couple buckaroos. Yeah, for real, dude.
How many $10 quarter rolls would you have to short by 1 quarter to make $100,000?
Well, 100,000, 400,000 of them, right?
This is real math. This is the math.
Because there's four per dollar, right? 4 quarters per dollar. Yeah. So short one every time. You'd need 400,000 shorted. I've never seen that many rolls of quarters in my life.
But
I'm about to make it real.
Roll, yeah, since it's a $10 roll, it wouldn't be 400,000 though, right? It wouldn't be just straight times 4. It would be.
Well, he said how many would you have to short by 1?
Oh, by 1 single quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rolls.
Okay, I see.
That's a lot of work.
I got confused by the word problem.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
There's oddly probably easier ways to make $100,000. Maybe not, though.
There could be.
Cans. Returning cans.
Yeah. Well, you would have to first get your hands on $400,000 worth of quarters. It starts there.
That alone is like a feat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, now we're just
start a laundromat first. This is a lucrative money laundering.
Yeah, I was going to say, why stop? So. Why stop at just the quarter rolls? If we've got a cash-based business, we're in full-blown money laundering. I've seen Ozark. I know how this works.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah, cash business. You catch me on a cash business. Ain't no way I'm giving any of that to old Uncle Sam, dude. No way.
Looks like we made $16 today.
Yeah. Oh, nobody even came in.
Yeah.
No security footage to show you. No way.
No, because we can't afford it because nobody came in. See, it just keeps going.
Exactly. Yeah.
We might be onto something.
Sorry.
We might not be able to release this episode. We'll all be in jail.
Yeah.
There's something that my partner was watching on Netflix that was just I don't know what it was, but the guy was just nonchalantly saying, yeah, and then I said the only way you're going to make $1 million is to get into tax fraud, and that's what I did. I taught him tax fraud, and he's just saying it like that was the way to do it, so that's what I taught him to do it, and then he did it.
All right. I mean,
that's how you do it.
Is there a statute of limitations on that? I'm assuming he's like, you can't get me now.
Yeah. Or he's out,
But he got investigated like immediately. He's like, okay, he's clean now.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to do that stuff. That's really what it boils down to.
Neither are these people. That's why they get caught.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I know. I would totally get caught.
Yeah.
100%. Oh my God. I'm too stupid. Way too dumb.
Yeah. It's not that I have the morals not to. I'm just not smart enough.
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of like moral causes you could go for with theft and grifting.
Yeah.
You
exactly.
could do like a lot of good stuff with that money. Absolutely.
Like Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Pan. Robin Hood?
Peter Pan. Same guy.
Sorry, I don't know movies.
Same guy. Little known fact. Same guy.
Same guy.
Bet you didn't know that.
Nope. You're learning it.
Breaking news here on Live on Tape Delay. We have a guest.
Yeah, we do. We should probably address that.
If you haven't, this is our first guest in I don't know how many years. How about that?
That's true.
We haven't had a guest.
What an honor.
It's possible you were our last guest in 2019.
I love that. That's awesome.
COVID really threw us off.
Yeah, we kind of
that's it.
We pivoted a little during the pandemic. No, but if my count is correct, this is your 6th time back with us.
I think that could be it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's not including the best bits highlight reel that we released. So this will be the 6th actual episode. So
I love it.
That's awesome. We like you, and you still like us. That's cool. That makes us feel good.
Absolutely. You're the best.
See, we could tell he doesn't listen. He thinks he's the best. Thinks we're the best.
That's right. Yeah. So what have you been up to these last since we last talked to you? Other than you mentioned a new location, perhaps.
Yeah. Me and Sarah, we bought a house.
Ooh.
So we're up in the Lakes region here in Maine. It's pretty cool. It's been really nice. Portland was really cool, but we had to get out of there after like 10 years. So that went down. I don't know. After COVID, kind of all the gigs went slow, and so everything's kind of been just chilled out, and it's kind of coincided with a nice little bit of creative burnout. So I've been just leaning back and getting through the years,
Yeah, that's kind of all you can do. Like I don't know, if you were anything like me, the beginning of the pandemic, you're like, it'll be a couple weeks. It'll be fine. It'll be a nice little vacation. Then it starts to kind of really set in. And then I fought against the idea, like, no, it can't keep going. And then finally I just settled in. I'm like, this is what life is now. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna sit on my porch. It's fine.
Yeah, that's yeah. We bought the house, we've got a little piece of land. So it's like, I'm sitting back here looking into the woods, staring at like one or two leaves just for like 1 hour and just locking in. And that's life.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. See, when I started getting used to that, then it was like, okay, you can go back to work now. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So it was the best and worst year and a half.
Yeah.
How long it was?
That's how long it was for me.
So,
goddamn.
It seems like it was forever, but also forever. I blocked most of it out. It was just gone. Those years.
Yeah, like warp
I don't know what
speed
it is
as well.
Yeah,
forever and warp speed at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Insane. I guess I did get into, I got a VW bus. That was cool.
Nice.
That is cool. So I've been working on that like nonstop.
Little camping van. What do you got going there?
Yeah, it's like it's got the Westphalia pop top. It's got it's got a loft up top, and then it's got a sink and a stove range down bottom.
Okay.
And then used to have a fridge, but I took that out. And that's just like a big ass cubby with a water tank in it for the sink. Pretty good.
That's all you need, though.
And I just put a Subaru engine in it. So
interesting.
Been a trip, man.
Go on with the Subs.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even know you could do that. I'm not a big car guy, so it's like you can just put a Subaru engine in a Vita. Like that's all right.
Yeah, they make like adapter plates so that like the volts line up.
Huh.
And
that's like it's like hooking up a stereo back in the 90s. You just get the right adapter.
Yeah, yeah. And the more adapters, the better. If you can get a chain of them like this long, you're set.
You're fine.
No signal loss there.
Yeah, as long as engine spins the thing and then transmission spins the thing, and that can go to the wheels, and you can control how fast it goes, then it can go into VW pretty much because they're pretty simple. At least mine's from the 80s, so.
Back to German engineering mess. That's a bad joke. I'm gonna not make anyway.
I mean, it's true. The German cars don't have the best reputation right now.
Yeah.
There is someone in Jamestown who has a new VW bus. Like, have you seen that, Chris, at all?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were making newer ones, but yeah, someone's got a nice like blue looking one.
I don't think I've seen it now.
Floating around.
They make electric ones.
Huh.
It might be electric. Yeah, it's out on the Wegmans parking lot.
They're pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
They're like, for the first time, kind of like went almost like that flat-faced bus look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
No, I don't think I've seen the one around here.
Vehicles.
My thoughts on them?
Yeah.
I wish they were like, they're like so close, dude. I really wish they were like a little sweeter. I hate that they're pretty much created by like fossil fuels anyway. I hate that they're so volatile that if like you puncture one of the batteries, it could just like blow up a city block. We're going back to the old Pinto days. Yeah, it's like I just kind of like wish that it was like, oh man, I just wish it was like 1-to-1. What we want to do with electric vehicles is what we do with electric vehicles. Does that make sense? Like we want like solar power into the fucking thing, rip down the road as fast as like, you know, because like those like Tesla Plaid, like whatever that mode is, that's crazy. Yeah. It's like so fast. Like you can't do that with a combustion engine. But I can also go to a gas station every 300 miles and keep going forever. Yes. As long as I have oil in the car or oil in the engine, gas in the car, should go.
And that's kind of what we talked about before is, you know, they're almost short hoppers right now. You know, like you said, you can't just run out and, you know, okay, I'm out of gas, I'm out of battery. I guess I'm grounded for 9 hours. What? No, nah. Yeah. And even if you have hot swap, like, what do you do? How many backups do you have with you? So yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
Like the idea is there. We're pointed in the right direction.
We'll get there
not
for
quite,
sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because like a motor being like this big and being able to have as much torque as like a 4-cylinder car that's in my or a 4-cylinder engine that's in my Toyota, like that's kind of crazy engineering, right? Like, you can't run that all day forever.
Exactly. Right. And once they can figure out, you can get electric semis. Now we're talking. You know what I mean? Because then it comes back, it trickles back down. You know?
Exactly.
So, no, I agree.
Yeah, and I mean that's the best like case scenario, right? A semi, because like you have the actual real estate on the truck to have like solar or whatever they're going to use, you know, some kind of radiation buffer, whatever, what may have you. I don't know what they're working on. Yes, exactly. You read like an article and you're like, oh, cool. Let me regurgitate some buzzwords, but it's like, but yeah, that would be sweet, right? Like the trucking industry would be amazing, totally electric.
Yeah, it's just not there yet. And again, maybe it's just patience. But that's where I start getting pissed at everybody. It's everything electric by 2026. Well, it's not there yet. I would agree if it's practical, but it's not. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Will you?
Go ahead.
Discord lag.
Question for. I know, right? Question for everyone. Do you think you will own an electric vehicle first, or ride in autonomous vehicles in your daily, like your daily life first?
I think I'm going to go electric vehicle first. I think I have control issues. I don't know if I would trust I think that's me.
I heard they're going live soon, right? In Austin. Didn't I hear that? Like it's some autonomous vehicle, the robo-taxi.
Like the Waymo things, that would probably make sense for Austin. They would get used there.
Yeah. Like some of those stuff out in LA and stuff, like that's how you get around.
All I can think of is
no driver.
All I can think of is the taxi driver from Total Recall right now. Like that's all I
Johnny Cab?
Yeah, exactly. See, now I'm scared.
Johnny Cab.
That would be cool. Now
I think I'd own an electric vehicle before I started riding one of those autonomous things. I definitely would, like, dude, for sure. I have control issues.
Yeah,
Are there not some trains in some cities that are fully autonomous at this point? So does that count?
Not in the United States? What do you mean?
Like, does every train in every city require somebody to drive it still? Like I'm talking like mass transit, like if you're talking like subway, things like that. Like
I'm looking.
Probably in like Singapore.
probably other countries that are more advanced than us.
Yeah.
Technically,
now here's what I'm going to do.
Technically, there is one in Honolulu. So, yes, the U.S. does have one, for the record.
There you go.
We're on the map.
Yeah. See, that's a little bit different, though, because it's on rails. So there's less variables for it to have to negotiate. Speed and things like that. But
all of the electric cars on rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what we could do, we could put like a big flag off the top of them that would catch the wire, so it wouldn't have to be like solar powered or anything. We could call them
Just
trolleys, even. Dude, we're onto something now.
I like it.
See, we can learn from the past and go back there.
I'm thinking I buy an autonomous vehicle and then I decorate it up so that it's like an experience for whoever's getting in, and they'll want to choose my vehicle. Yeah, like maybe it's a hackers themed car, and you get in and hackers is playing, and
so there's 5 people that want to come back to that one.
Well, that's better than his other idea. The first one he was going to play the postman, and we had one guy, and it was Jim. That was it. So
and
your mom did it once. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the autonomous thing, just as cars, it scares me, and it's very much an old guy approach to it, I think, or at least my mentality of just like something's gonna go wrong, it's gonna kill people, it's gonna go. And probably not, but it's possible.
Do you see yourself in like 40 years, and like your grandkids are like, "Come on, take the." Well, yeah. But, we're taking the autonomous vehicle to wherever, and it goes so fast, and we'll get there in 15 minutes. And you're like, all right, well, I'm driving the old gas guzzler. I'll see you there in 6 hours.
Yeah,
could be me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say no, because that could happen. But no, it's not. It's not quite that drastic, because it's going to be
like
steps.
My mom not using a cell phone. That's what's going to happen to us.
Or it's going to be like those people who claim and stand by the fact that somehow driving is faster than flying in every scenario when it's just demonstrably false. But they're still going to stand by it and say, I'm going to drive. I don't care.
It's quantifiably false. It's not even like if you bend the numbers this way and like what? Ray, you would still be halfway across the Atlantic on a fucking boat for your vacation 2 weeks ago right now. So
I would probably just be getting to London right now had I taken a boat.
Well, see, technically we said drive. That's a boat, so. No, I don't know. I would do it. I would do it eventually. Like I said, I don't want to be that far behind. I don't want to be 45 years behind. I want to be like, I'm going to consistently be like 5 to 10 years behind.
Like approaching vintage.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like I'm not going out. I didn't hitch my horse out in my driveway today. So I'm at least that far, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about this as a compromise? Your hearse is an autonomous vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah. Strap me to the hood. I don't give a shit at that point.
Then see, there you go. Then you've been in one, but it didn't matter.
Okay. But it's not technically within my lifetime. It's just within my
that's true.
Inside of my decomposition time.
Well, you got to include decomp time.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's just what everyone's
standard.
doing these days.
Yeah.
Standard. You gotta keep it.
Jesus. Right. What else we got going on?
Transition to another hot button topic. You're a creative, a musician, doing all kinds of things. I'd like to get your thoughts on AI.
AI, huh? Dude, I haven't really messed with it aside from like the really simple like Google search AI. So I need to like dive into it because I haven't even touched what you can possibly do with this stuff, man. Like just the art that comes out of it right away, just like with prompts, it blows my mind. And like, just like the deep fake stuff is, hilarious and horrific at the same time. So yeah, it's here, dude. There's no stopping it. And what do I think about it? I think a lot of people, unfortunately, have to find new jobs. Like that's just the way it's going to have to be. Like it sucks, but we got to find new jobs too. We
need to introduce them to
the same can be
Suno.
said for the. Yeah. The same could be said for the, the woman, the phone operator who used to pull all the things to connect.
Oh, Mabel.
Her job was gone too. When we evolve and we create new jobs. But I think there's a lot of tools that are going to help those who are already creative be more creative, which is where I'm super excited about it, because there's been limitations to things that I've wanted to do because I don't have that specific skill set. That is now I'm kind of farming that piece out to AI to do, and then being able to do a lot more, release a lot more content or do different things easier than I would have been before.
Yeah. I mean, easily. Like, I guess, you're seeing it in like, I'm still doing like, video jobs here and there. Like I just did one yesterday for a grocery store up here called Hanford.
Nice.
But, they're using AI for things that would just take like a long time, right? Like helping with like script, like not necessarily script writing, but like image references for like things. And, it was interesting to kind of see how they were using it in, I guess you could say, if this is like business jargon, but like a holistic way. Like it's not like super predatory or weird. It's just like for their own internal use for reference.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
so,
I mean,
we went off of those reference images and, made the product that they wanted for real.
I think, and this is again, probably an old guy, view on it, but I think it's going to blow up to the point where it's going to be a fad. And we're probably on the precipice of that now, where it's like everybody's doing it and there's a bunch of stuff out there and everybody's getting scared. Oh my God, it's going to bubble back down, I think, and become exactly what we're talking about, where it's the smaller stuff that, nobody really wants or needs to do anyway, but it is a small piece of a bigger piece of work. That's still going to come from the human. Yes, you can have AI do the whole damn thing, but that's going to get very vanilla, and it's going to start to look kind of repetitive. So that's at least maybe my hope, is it's going to blow up. The market's going to get saturated, and then it's going to eventually die back down. So maybe some of those creative jobs will come back, maybe in a different flavor, but being able to harness the AI a little bit better. I don't know. That's kind of my hope for it, but it has to get blown out of proportion before it settles in. And I think we're almost there. I said, we'll introduce you to Suno here soon. We love Suno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lost my train of thought. Damn it.
I threw you right off the rails. See? How's that autonomous thought train treating you?
I wish it would. What I'm hoping to do is kind of build an extension of myself, like through AI, like having say it's ChatGPT, Claude, whatever it happens to be, but that's the one I use. That has my information that I can just, hey, what was that thing I was talking about yesterday? Hey, how many, like just actually being able to go back and, catalog things that have happened. Yeah, so that I think would be good. But then as far as what's to come, I think we haven't scratched the surface. I think there's probably a game-changing device that will be released, much like the iPod or the iPhone, something that we just can't even conceive of yet. That might change something. Video's getting better, but it has a long way to go when I can prompt a full 10-minute movie that looks really good for not much money and it's quick, like that would be great. But then we're also not seeing a lot of the technological advances yet, like with cures for diseases, better ways to do things. And that's what we'll get when we really get like more advanced models of AI that can, and then I think once we start breaking through with some of those models that are just figuring out shit that we couldn't conceive of, then who knows?
Let's be honest.
I don't think anybody's big enough.
Let's be honest first, though. The thing that drives any technology, and you can think back, Jack already knows where I'm going, porn, yes. So they've already started to do this. There's like AI bots that I'm trying to find this video, and I can't remember where I saw it. Like, you can do everything but fuck it. Nope, not double T, except. So, yeah, this is, sorry, woo. That's still a little creepy. As much as I'm like, if I had the money, I'd probably buy one. But no, like,
I'd need one of those haptic suits. Are those out yet from like Ready Player One?
You don't need a haptic suit. It exists. It's a fucking robot that has the built-in AI. It's big. Do yourself. I know you're not a movie guy.
Robot, though.
What's that?
I don't need the robot though. If I have my own suit and that can just mimic then I can.
Well, maybe that's VR. Maybe that's Gen 2 because this is in actual R. So there's an old 80s movie, which is terrible, but it actually proves this point. It's called Cherry 2000. Melanie Griffith is a horrible movie. Go watch it. It's exactly what it is. It's like porn bots. And he fries his porn bot, so he has to go across the wasteland to like go find another model. Anyway, it's terrible, but that's where it's headed. That's going to be the next step. That's going to drive everything else, poke the holes in where it has to go. Then we'll worry about curing diseases. We got to get through the porn phase first.
And then the porn bot's going to sell your like DNA through your jizz, like to the varying to like your insurance company, and then you're going to get denied because they're like, well, he's got a kidney stone coming up soon.
That's true. Pre-existing condition.
Exactly. Like,
though. If everyone's banging their sex bots, that's gonna curb sexually transmitted diseases, unless sex bots can get them.
Unless sex, yeah. Ooh, see, it depends on how deep that AI goes.
Sex bot transmitted diseases.
Yes, SBDTs, TD. I can't talk.
Yes.
And there's like. And then there's like a communal aspect. Like, are there going to be like, are these autonomous creatures? Can they be like on the street corner?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of competition are like, our classic ladies of the night? What kind of competition are they facing? We don't want to get rid of this age-old profession entirely, do we?
Yeah.
Gentlemen?
The oldest profession.
Is that
Can I just buy 100 sex bots and start a business?
Yes.
I'm a pimp.
Good.
AI
sex bots making all the different personalities. Yeah.
Who's AI pimp then? Like that's the natural progression then, right? You'd have to have it, but eventually you would just have an AI pimp managing them, right?
Yeah.
Where you don't have to do work. They just do the work. You just get the money.
The question is, how promiscuous will the AI let itself get? Because then because now you could start, because they're not going to tire out. They're not going to need, they're just on to the next, man.
Yeah, like how much money can I make this week?
Yeah.
Maybe they like, because money, they're stacking dollar bills. That's like to a robot, that's ones and zeros. They're like, this is the best shit ever. This is my job. I don't know.
Now I want to watch Cherry 2000 and fucking what's a Blade Runner. I got to get them all in there now.
Yeah.
I've wanted to watch Her. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's super sad though.
I don't think I saw that one.
Because he falls in love with his robot. No spoilers.
Okay.
I'm gonna see it one of these days.
I mean,
There's also that Megan Fox one where she was like a robot thing and she ended up falling in love with the family and then tried to kill him. That was pretty recent. It was very bad. I do not recommend it.
Was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Was that Megan one or whatever?
No, that was also
that was good. I did see that one.
That was terrible.
Oh, you didn't like Megan? I did.
I hated everything
Oh,
about
I
it.
liked it.
Is that the one with the vampire?
No, it was like the little robot girl, the little girl.
I know which one you're talking about with the vampire, though. The little girl who's a vampire who tries to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about with that. That was a fantastic movie.
That one is like, it's like a name like Megan or like.
Yeah.
It's a singular first name. Yeah.
Yep. Eve.
I mean, we could go back to, what was the one with, oh, shit.
Small Wonder.
Yes. I mean, you could technically now, if she would have grown, she would probably be an out of work sex bot now.
That's the problem. Yeah. I guess robots, they're not going to grow up. I mean, we're growing, and we could be robots.
Yeah.
So maybe we figure that out.
Define robots though, too, but.
Wasn't there a Jared Leto movie that was something like that?
No.
Like he was part robot and they kept like extending his life.
Oh, was he part robot? Mr. Nobody?
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody.
That movie
was he part robot or something?
I don't think
it was
he was.
something weird like that though. Like
I don't remember. It was a weird movie. I don't know if I ever made it all the way through. I tried a couple of times, but no. Or you could go back to Lars and the Real Girl. Is that what it was? That wasn't even like a sex bot. That was just the mannequin, right?
That was just like, remember the HBO Real Sex? Real Sex, I think that, yeah. That was like that was on before the softcore porn back in the day, but I remember watching one on those the Real Dolls.
Yeah, see? So it's just they should remake that now with AI. With an AI bot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that sounds good. Let's do it. Let's fund this, guys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
When we
we got a lot of good ideas. Let's just head over to patreon.com/live on tape delay.
Oh man. Just fund our Deviant devices.
Yeah, because what do we got on the list? We got the church.
Deviant Devices? Is that the name of the company? That's the name of the company
right now. TM claimed.
Ooh. Done.
Yeah, so as long as nobody steals it within the next couple of days before this releases, it's ours. Oh, all right, good.
Deviantdevices.gov.
Well, nice. Yeah.
.edu.
Starting around shadow government.
Yeah.
edu.
Oh, it's an album, but I don't think it's a company. I think we're good.
Yes.
Wow.
My best idea right there.
You'd think there'd be a sex toy company or something.
There is now, coming soon.
Not yet. That's right. One of the many products offered. I have been wanting to get a 3D printer. And you know, man. I'm getting one of those. I want one. Like I watch people's YouTube videos where they make shit, and I'm like, I'm going to be way more creative doing that. Like my dad was always building shit with wood. And I can't build anything, but I'm pretty sure I could come up like make some pretty sick shit with a 3D printer.
Yeah, well, you know, you're talking about the AI stuff, and I think this is one of those applications that you're kind of going on. You know, like imagine the 3D printing capabilities with the AI touch. You know what I mean? That's really amazing.
They're 3D printing houses now. Have you seen that?
I have seen that, like the concrete, like where they look, you know, they put
they look shitty, but
well, I mean, that doesn't mean
they're functional.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're bad. You know, like you can put siding on anything. Like obviously, my house didn't look sick before they put the siding on, and now it looks so fucking sick. But no, like any house, you know. Yeah. They just plop that damn thing, that crane in the middle, and it just 3D prints the house. That's so cool.
As long as it's structural, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't care.
I have a feeling that once I get one, I'll just be like, what do I want to make today? Like I'll just be thinking of reasons, and I don't know. I imagine that stuff costs. The material is in varying degrees of price.
Yeah, and it depends. You've got to get the machine.
Depending on quality.
Yeah, the machines will handle
those are getting cheaper.
Certain kind, but they don't handle all the plastics.
I could get a consumer grade one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to see, it's going to do PVC, it'll do ABS, it'll do, I don't know, I'm just naming plastics, but I know they'll do different kinds of plastics, but won't do others. So then you've got, then you've got size, then you've got structure, but it also, I know a couple people that have them, and what they're doing is they're buying the designs. They're actually not making them themselves because there's so much. It's not just, this is what I want it to look like. It's a solid piece. There's so many calculations that go into how to get from point A to point B with that solid strand, and how, because you see like videos where they'll break it off the mat and then they've got to clear out stuff, the inside, the guts. That's all programmed in there too and known. So a lot of that stuff. So I think that's where a lot of the money is. And that's where AI might be able to come in, is like, this is what I want it to look like. Figure out the path, the most efficient path to drop the goop. You know what I mean? And then, so it'll still break off.
And then do it.
To my knowledge is that, and then once you've got the file, you just load the file. It's a printer. Like, you load the file and you hit print, So that I think could help, because it's not about it's about the piece and what you want it to do, not about how to get it the most efficient. Does that make any sense? So that would be the AI thing.
Yeah.
I like it. There's your next venture. I don't know. I'd end up burning my house down or something. That's the thing. I'd be like, I'm going to make this. I'm just going to leave it for the day, and I'll come back. And it's like, it melted all over the floor, and now I can see down into the basement.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think that'd be something I'd have to. Although, I guess some of them, the projects can take hours to print, but I don't think I'd be. I think if a starter person, I'd be just printing smaller, doodads.
And again,
whatchamacallits.
A guy I work with.
Check out my cool LOTD keychain.
Yeah, a guy I work with bought one. He bought one at like a garage sale for $50 or whatever. So he got it working, and he brought in. I don't know. He was just playing with it, and again, downloading stuff. So he brings me in this spider. It's like the size of a real tarantula, and it's got like articulating legs, and it has to print. It's just they're linked. Like on the body is the this, and then the legs link on it, so they're just loose. But there's no way to do that, so it had to actually print the links in place, and I thought that was so cool. So it was, but this whole thing, it was like, it's about the size of a regular tarantula. He's like, that's about 18 hours. I was like, oh shit, okay. So, but again, this was a garage sale $50 one. I'm sure they have some that go faster. But it's pretty cool. I wish I'd have.
Yeah, the garage sales I go to still have CRT TVs for sale.
Hell yeah,
that's kind of sweet. Play a little Secret of Mana on that bad boy.
No lag. Get the old NES out. Play no lag.
Old school.
Yeah, dude.
What are your thoughts? Have you seen anything about the Switch 2 at all? Anyone that has one?
I've held one.
You're talking to an owner of a Switch 2,
yeah, baby. Nice.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got one day of release.
Nice.
Yeah,
you just pre-order those now. You're not just standing in a line anymore, like the.
Dude, no, I actually, I know he's listening. My UPS driver, Mario, big shout out. He's
a big fan. He told me he was psyched to be on tonight.
Yeah, exactly. He came by and we talk video games all the time. We're both like Nintendo heads, so he was like, dude, I saw, and this is day of release, he was like, I saw that Staples had a bunch still. So after work, I marched in there and picked one up. There it is.
And that's it.
But Switch 2, my thoughts.
Staples?
Staples, of all places.
Interesting.
And that's still a company?
Yeah, and that's where the UPS guy comes in. You know what I mean? Like, who else is going into Staples release date of Switch 2,
Huh.
But the thing is pretty cool. Like, it has the same UI as the Switch 1. So it's still kind of like an interactive ecosystem between the two devices, which is cool. So like the new Donkey Kong game, you can play, you know, like, I don't know if you ever had like a DS or whatever where you could play like with one cartridge, but 2 devices, and they would kind of download it. You know what I mean? Like Mario Kart, you could do that. So with the Switch 2, you can play Switch 2 games, and then certain ones you can like play on a Switch 1 as like player
it's
2.
the secondary. Oh.
Yeah, so like even a game that is not even the generation, which is like the new Donkey Kong game for Switch 2, Switch 1 can still be player 2. Kind of
interesting. Cool. Doesn't get those nice that faster refresh rate though, is it? Wasn't that?
No, we're going like 30 FPS, I bet max.
Yeah.
On that. But yeah, honestly, like it's been kind of cool. Like the new Mario Kart's like very different. It's like you can grind and do like wall rides and stuff.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. And and the computer is super hard.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's the open world, right?
Yeah. That's the other thing, is that there's an open world aspect. So like, you know, the P switches in Mario, they like exist out in this open world, and you're just driving around, you know, doing whatever the hell you want, and then you hit one of these switches and it's like a mini challenge. Kind of go through and So yeah, it's pretty cool so far. Screen looks good, handheld. It's really comfortable to hold. The Joy-Cons are a lot better than the last ones because the original Switch Joy-Cons. Well, not my fave.
And the way they attach and detach was one of the guys I work with was like, oh, look at he was showing me. And it's, I don't know, is it just magnetic or I don't know what holds them on there. But were the other ones you had to like slide them off and.
Yeah, the new one is just like a heavy magnet. And then there are 2 triggers on the side. And when you push them, it's just like kind of like a tab that comes and like spins the magnet. So it kind of like twists them out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
In a way. It's like it's totally like a mechanical burden, you know what I mean? Just instead of like having some kind of release mechanism.
Huh. But yeah, the screen looked super, super crispy on the handheld part. Like I said, he brought it into my office and I was like, this is cool.
How much crispier can we get?
I'm honestly happy. I'm beyond happy with how crispy everything is. But yeah, it looks really good regardless.
Yeah.
I want the Grizzle tab from Parks and Rec where it looks, it's like hologram.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on.
That'll have to be, that'll be the next step. Because I think, 4K, 8K, 16K, your eye can't pick up more than, what they say, like 6K, I think, is if you had to actually map it somehow. I don't know, but it's
it's not super, super high. Yeah, honestly.
But it's like you can do these 8K TVs and whatever, and it's like, that's cool. Nobody can see that. So it's just marketing at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And they could do a lot better at like creating frame rates, like true frame rates and stuff, to make sure that like you're seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, instead of like doing some motion, like what is that thing that's like motion blending or whatever that they do on some TVs? It just like adds frames. Yeah. So you got like a 60 FPS or a 60p video that's like supposed to be 24 or 30, just looks whack.
Yeah. It looks, it's all blurry. Looks like you're on acid.
Yeah, totally. Why are they doing it?
I don't. Anyway, do the old pull down, the old school 4:3 pull down, and let's just call it a day. But no, but this is the Switch 2's, what is it, 120 frames, or is it only 60 still?
Oh, I don't actually know how many it runs. I think it can be up to, it definitely is 60. I would definitely be able to tell if it was less than that.
I'm going to look.
But it probably does. It probably does 120.
Up to 120 for compatible games.
Sweet.
Or 60 if you're in 4K. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that's coming out in July. That'll be good. But right now it's just Mario Kart, really. That's all they got.
Yeah, they'll have another Zelda here in the works soon, and
oh yeah.
I
hope they do
one
like,
behind still.
Oh yeah, are you still on
Breath of the Wild was the last one I really sunk my teeth into, and I have the other one here. I just never played it.
Dude, I really struggle with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, like so bad. I don't know what it is. I think it's that it's too, like, I get too ADHD about it. Like there's too much. I can do anything at any time. Yeah, it's like too much freedom. Like with like Wind Waker, I'm like, this is my shit. Yeah. It's like perfect amount of like exploration with a good amount of linear storytelling.
Yeah. It was, I thought Breath of the Wild did a good job of kind of keeping you on track. Like, no, you didn't have to. You can immediately launch and go right to Hyrule Castle if you want. Good luck, but you explore around and you're like, okay, not yet. So you avoid a place for a while, and so they don't really tell you the path, but it's evident when you're not on the correct path because you just get fucking annihilated. So I didn't mind that one so much. The building and crafting aspect of Tears, I don't think is going to grab me as much. That's not my style. But
yeah, it is kind of fun, but it didn't grab me.
Yeah, so I don't want to go into it and have a bad taste, so I just haven't started it.
Yeah, I also like really have a huge gripe with like the weapon durability.
Oh, really? Is it, well, when they did that in Breath, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, damn it, dude. Because like, and I know people are just like, I don't know, get good at using whatever. And it's like, but dude, it's not that. It's that I have to be in the damn menu all the damn time. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to like think about like what I want to use in a dungeon in Zelda. You know, I'm thinking, you know, am I going hook shot? What am I doing? And I'm solving problems. But when it's like, I broke this, I got to go in and fuse some bullshit together and come out and I'm going to whack the Lionel like 3 times. It's going to break again. I got to get back in that fucking thing and see what I got.
And then when the blood moon rises once again and you're like, fuck, all I got sticks.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know, I'm poking them. But yeah, you know, it's a minor gripe, but it is a gripe.
Yeah, it was. I see why they added it in there just to add time to the game, but I agree. It was frustrating at first. Then I just kind of got used to it. But yeah, you're in the damn menu all the time. Oh, I got to change my suit. Oh, I got to do this. Yeah. I'm in the cold. I need my guardian suit. Anyway. We're putting these guys to sleep.
If I want to do that, yeah, for sure. If I want to do that, like I'll play Dragon Quest or something, you know what I mean? Like that's like a game you sit in the menu and you're like, you know, doing shit with, you know, your gear and weapons and stuff. But yeah, I don't want to put these guys to sleep.
Yeah, I think I look over at watching Ray. Oh.
Yeah. No, I just haven't gotten the Switch. I just never got one. I've tried playing the first Switch multiple times, and I never got used to the Joy-Con. It's just like playing Mario Kart on it just didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like Mario Kart to me. So
everything's on the TV for me.
Yeah, well, and I've got a Switch Lite that I bought from like my buddy for $50 or something. So that's sweet. Another hindrance too. Is like you're playing it on the small screen, and it's even those Joy-Cons are like even less than the original ones, so I'm making excuses for why I haven't started the game. The real one is I'm afraid I'm not going to like it, and I don't want to not like a Zelda game. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I didn't realize Nintendo Switch has played games other than Rocket League, so I'll have to look into that. But I do have one. It is never undocked.
Yeah, it's always docked.
Plugged into my 55-inch upstairs in my office with a little like futon, and now I just like sit on the floor and play Rocket League, and that's awesome. I have 2 Nintendos floating around somewhere that I need to get hooked up also, but they're in boxes, I think, or they're still in Pittsburgh. I'll find out tomorrow.
Okay. I also don't think they ever released Genshin Impact for the Switch, so that also I have no interest in getting one.
Oh yeah, is that game still kicking? I know they were threatening to like end it or something when we were talking about that. God, that must have been a year ago.
They've introduced new in-game content, but now there's also Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves, the other 2 gacha games. I play all 3 of them now, so yeah. They're all on the PS5. They're not on the Switch, so I have no reason to switch. Not pun not there.
See what
Nice.
you
This is good.
I'm just a mobile gamer.
did. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You got games
so
on your
funny.
phone?
Yeah, man, we got this
You
one.
got
It's the
games
New
on
York
your phone?
Times. It's the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also got the Wordle. I'm sorry, I do crush the Wordle every morning. Really starts
Connections
my day off
kicked my
strong.
ass today. Didn't get it.
I don't know that I've ever done Connections.
Oh, strands. Come on. You got it. See, you have to do them in that order. You have to do Wordle. You have to do Wordle, Connections, Strands, and then if you have time or if you're really bored, then you do tiles. But honestly, Sudoku can fuck off. My brain,
Sudoku's the best one.
Brain does not do Sudoku. I don't know why. I'm pretty smart.
It's
I'm
like a
good with
spreadsheet.
numbers. I can't do Sudoku.
It's a gamified spreadsheet. I love it.
You can have.
I've never
you can have
tried.
mine.
I got to give Sudoku a shot. Maybe it'll unlock something within me, and I'll be able to do math again.
Maybe you'll start glowing.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'll go closer to the light, like this,
Yeah.
I'm going to call this out here on episode 533. By the time I'm 60, I'm going to learn cribbage and chess and
Euchre?
Sudoku. Yeah, maybe euchre. Yeah, why not?
The one
I'm
that
going to sit at a table with my AI bot friends and we'll look outside at what used to be the earth and
the scorched earth.
yeah.
yeah.
No, and we'll play euchre and we'll have a good old time.
The game I've learned the most and also forgotten the most, backgammon. I learn backgammon about every 5 years and then don't ever play it, and then I forget it again.
Backgammon. That's the triangles.
Yeah. In the different, and the white and black little dot disky things.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had when I was a kid, I had this, it was chess and checkers, and then you would flip the board over and it had backgammon, and it was all like the same little checkers pieces you would use. And I was always pissed. I'm like, we're always playing chess and checkers. There's this whole other game in here. So I learned how to play it. Nobody ever wanted to play it with me. I forgot. 5 years later, you got to do it again. I'm like, son of a bitch. And now I'm in that lull. I don't know how to play backgammon again.
Well, was it fun?
I seem to think it was, considering I don't know, probably 5 times learned this every 5 years.
That's like music theory
Easier.
for me. Music theory, I learned every 6 or 7 years. When I say learn, I brush up on it.
Yeah.
and then I friggin' just lose it so quick, man.
It's gone.
That's where you use AI.
Yeah, that's where you use AI for sure.
You can just go in, you can just ask ChatGPT or DeepSeek. You can be like, hey, I want a chord progression in this scale. I want it to go into whatever kind of modes I want it to.
But I want to know why it works, though, too. That's me.
I don't care. I don't care. It'll tell you, but it'll also just give you the chords that work, and then you can fit them in however you want to.
It's going to let us cheat life, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I suppose then, for some things though, those happy incidental things, those are what makes things heavy or sad or whatever. Can be, that little extra amp noise or something.
Yeah.
Thinking about what, going back to that conversation about AI and whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's the inconsistencies that make it good.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Some of the music stuff we've messed around with is fun, but it's not to the point where you can put out. I mean, people are putting out albums, but it depends on your. I mean, I built a focus productivity app called Focus Slayer that plays instrumental metal tunes in the background while you're reading or doing whatever, and those sound good enough. I wouldn't release it and sell it as a band's new album, but it did the trick.
Yeah, well, music bed stuff and stuff like that, or if you're doing comedy stuff where it's not, you're not going to sell it, and that's a lot of the stuff that we've done too. I did some little video where it was time lapse of me shoveling my driveway. So that was kind of the prompt, and it, throws this whole thing together, and I'm like, oh, give me a circus theme kind of thing. And it was shovel, shovel, breaking through the, whatever it was. And it's like, yeah, 15 seconds. And you're like, done. Because I had everything else done. You just needed that little piece. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, am I going to release that and be like, hey guys, look what I did in 5 seconds? No.
Right.
So it's all context, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all what you do with it. It's all how you use your tool.
Exactly.
That's what she said. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, I want to get into some Suno, though. Do we do it? Do you want to share, and we'll do a quick tune here to end this? We'll show Jack Suno.
Yeah, we can do one. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out, what am I even sharing? I'm on a different computer.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw you on the spot, but.
And now I don't know how to share Discord screens anymore. Oh, what am I doing?
All right, I can do it if we need to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I don't know how to do it.
I think so. Okay.
If I share anything, my computer blows up, so I can't do that.
Well, I'm recording. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I think I can do it. So, literally, we just do the prompt. What do we want? Throw me some stuff. What do we want? We want a metal tune? We're going to do a metal tune? 80s thrash?
No. Oh. No. Let's change it up.
Okay.
I always do metal.
Okay.
Let's do math rock.
Okay. A math rock song.
Midwest emo math rock.
Ooh. Okay. About
really push the limits.
AI sex bots.
About AI sex bots. Okay.
Yep.
Anything further, or are we just gonna let that ride, see what it does?
And then how that can become a business.
Ooh. Okay. How that can become a viable future business. There we go.
Yes.
We should put our business name in there too.
Called Deviant Devices.
Yeah.
I should probably put that in the little quotes. How about that? All right, let's see. A Midwest emo math rock song about AI sex bots and how that can become a viable future business called Deviant Devices.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to see what this comes up with.
Me.
We're going to hit create. We're going to let it spin for a minute.
Sounds like one of my favorite bands.
So I don't have the extra special. I'm still on 3.5.
Sorry.
So yeah. That's fine. And it gives you two versions right off the bat. So this should, if it's too loud, you can actually, you can get it from your stream if you have to turn it up or down. But here we go. It's scary, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Factory floors, no steel and chain. Dreams so cheap in the neon flame. Hands programmed to know your face. Echoes of love in a digital space.
Still, I don't know what instrument that's supposed to be, but it's not right.
But it nails the multiple verses before you get to the chorus where they pick up something.
Yeah.
Plastic souls built to be destroyed. Profit tries to love your face. Echoes of love in a digital space.
All right, let's see what the other one sounds like. We got the idea. We got the idea there.
Oh, wow.
Hung beneath the sheets, synthetic touch with the hearted cheats. Both serve code in a hollow chest. Whispered algorithms replace the rest.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Cold wires hung beneath the sheets, synthetic touch with the hearted
Oh, we're gonna do this again. Okay.
Both serve code in a hollow chest. Whispered algorithms replace the rest. Factory floor smell of steel and chain. Dreams so cheap in the neon flame.
But anyway, it's scary how fast it can come up with that kind of.
Yeah,
you know.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I know what it was doing. Like with that sound, you were like, what's that instrument? What they're trying to do is that Paramore, like, where the synth follows the riff. Also, Periphery does it a bunch.
Okay, all right.
So there's like a synth note behind the fake guitar.
All right. Yeah.
And for the math rock aspect of it, they always use like the older guitars with like the really shitty pickups in them, so they sound like really aggressive.
Yeah, but that I could hear, that I could feel.
Yeah.
This was just I like Jack's explanation of that. I can at least follow it and see what they're trying to do. It's not great, but I can see what they're trying to do. All right, you had a
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Rob had an edit, I think, to try one more.
Just wanted you just get rid of a Midwest emo math rock song, or I guess not. So you can leave song, and change it to symphonic black metal.
Ooh.
It's the dichotomy here, and just how good it is at picking up different genres.
And that's the only change, and we'll create from there.
That's it.
But it knows they titled it Deviant Devices. Oh, it's going to title this Deviant Devices as well.
That's good. Is it the hit?
Second one's up first. We'll play that one. Accurate.
Pretty good. Ooh, program pleasures. I like that.
Yeah.
That's the name of our website.
Right. Yeah, I like these lyrics better.
Yeah.
These lyrics are good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can really hear like certain influences, like Gojira is heavy on this verse.
Yeah.
Not now, but the first verse, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
This is more Fear Factory.
All right, we're taking it a little lighter now. All right.
Yeah. Didn't get very black metal to me.
No. All right, we'll try the other one. This is a little closer. I don't like the phrasing in this one as much as the other one.
Yeah. This is my least favorite of the four so far.
Yeah.
Picked up there a little bit.
A little Satyricon-y there. All right. Do we do one more? I think I've got free credits enough for one more here. Do we have any other edits?
The country was always good.
Country, it did. All right.
It nails country.
Modern country, right? Is that usually what we...
Yeah. Yep. It is scarily good with modern country.
Oh, no comment.
That was kind of a sick little fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Just going to steal licks from AI.
It was like very August Burns Red.
All right, here we go. It's the next tune from Zipper Dragon.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nailed it. Oh.
Folks whisper about it down at the bar. Can you believe it? They've gone that far, but the orders keep rolling, the cash rolls too. Progress ain't stopping, it's something new. Deviant devices, lover redefined, built to comfort a lonesome mind. Steel and circuits, hearts entwined.
Like this could be on the radio tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jake lost his wife back in 95, said, this here machine
could be, will be.
No judgment passing. Just
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't even think about that twist of country.
He built a whole backstory on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's always
amazing.
been you. It's always been you as the wife, dog, and the truck. Now he's the wife, the robots.
Fix the fences, plow the field. Now she's got a love that don't ever yield. It ain't leather saddles or wood chairs, a new frontier. If you dare, hearts of metal, eyes of glass, we're running on a future we can't outlast.
All right.
That's pretty good.
We'll try the second
That
one here.
that one slams.
It nails country. It does.
Out in a barn where old tools rust, the future's stirring, a thing of trust. Deviant devices, a name so bold.
Sounds the same to me so far.
Secret in a world gone cold.
Oh.
Folks whisper about it down at the bar. Can you believe it? They've gone that far. But the orders keep rolling, the cash rolls too. Progress ain't stopping, it's something new. These devices, love redefined, built to comfort a lonesome mind. Steel and circuits, hearts entwined. Deviant devices, the future sign. Jake lost his wife back in 95.
I love that.
Let's make the commercial.
Yeah.
No judgment passing, just a quiet glow. In a world that's changing, you reap what you sow. Sarah's farm's falling apart. She bought a model with a working heart.
Oh, the genders switch. I like that.
Now she's got a love that don't ever yield. It ain't leather saddles or
Is Plowed the Field double entendre there?
Hard as possible.
I hope so.
Hearts of metal,
Man,
eyes
that's
of glass,
yes.
running on a future we can't outlast.
Anyway, it's got another, I don't know, 6 minutes or something, but
Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
I don't
I
know.
love
It
it.
keeps getting better. Keeps getting
Yeah.
better.
We might,
So good.
we might have reason to get worried here if we're all going to be out of jobs here live.
We could be.
You know what? We'll make up our new company that'll keep us in business and raking in the profits later.
Exactly. Deviant devices.
TM.
.com.
Bye, mailbox.